Good morning. This is Sarah, your socially awkward seller, and I'm coming to you with my first live stream in probably over a year. I just thought I was gonna jump on here and open this up so it can be really a conversation because I haven't talked to you guys in so long. I have been able to respond to some of your comments, but I really haven't had a back and forth with you guys in so long. So I see that my daughter, Jessica, is in the chat there. Hello, good morning, Jessica. Are you not at work? And hopefully we'll get a couple more people joining here. I have very low expectations for this morning since I haven't done one of these in quite some time. So yeah, I really don't have any kind of agenda this morning. I thought it would be interesting to bring our coffee and talk, and yet I didn't bring coffee. I had my coffee earlier this morning and realized I was kind of parched. So I thought I would just drink some, like one of those power drinks to give me some electrolytes there. But my other daughter just texted and said, I'm having coffee for my Keurig. So, good deal. But anyway, I thought I would show you guys what I sold yesterday, which didn't amount to much. It was not a banner day here at the Socially Awkward House. But I did sell this Hamilton Beach carafe. And this was from a coffee pot that I parted out. So I've already sold quite a few items from that coffee pot. I sold that carafe for $17.09 plus shipping. Good morning, Dee, with Flipping Particles. How are you this morning? I don't know about where you are in Michigan, but it's freaking freezing here in Ohio this morning at a brisk 17 degrees, and I think the wind chill is about 5, which is a little chilly. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to go to the post office this morning to drop off this one. So hopefully that's all I'll have to do today. Not a lot of big plans today. This is the day that Ahmed is off. The Mister is in the house, so if we hear any untoward noises, it's probably him knocking around upstairs, but he should be leaving here shortly. And I intend, well, yeah, it is morning, so we do what we can. My cat woke me up. My alarm usually goes off at 5:10 in the morning during weekdays, and invariably Cat Sandy will always wake me up on Friday mornings because he thinks that I've overslept. So precisely at 5:11 this morning, he was on my head, not in it, on it, determined to wake me up, which he did. And I went ahead and got up to take a little morning bathroom break, and then I went back to bed for a while. So finally he left me alone. But anyway, I like Fridays because generally it's my sleep in day, the only one that we have here, because regardless of if I go back to bed, I have to get up at 5:10 in the morning to get the husband off as well. Had snow on my car yesterday that I had to clean off, but I don't think there's any this morning. Of course, I really haven't looked, so I'll have to double check to see if there's snow out there or not. But my intent today is not to have an extremely long broadcast here. This is my first time using StreamYard, and there are a lot of bells and whistles here that I haven't played around with yet. And I may just have to do like a little test video to kind of play with those to understand how to use this. But I figured it was time. It was time that I do a live stream again. And yeah, just got used to technology again. It's very easy to just film something when I'm sitting here talking to myself and then edit it to include or exclude whatever I want to. So, so the pouting typically does work, usually works in this whole household too. But occasionally when we have a snowy morning like that, when my husband goes out to clean his car off, he'll clean mine off as well. So a lot of times I don't have to pout, but it is a useful tool to keep in your arsenal. So I get you. But yeah, so I see we got a couple of people here. I appreciate all of you being here. Thank you so much. And I'm seeing you're right, Dee. It is easier than Hangouts. Pretty easy to set up. And I just need to get used to like the tools that are there as far as banners you can add and things like that. So, and also the mirror is backwards. Like I'm not used to it looking the opposite. It's more like a mirror. The camera is more like a mirror on this instead of on the camera that I use to film. It's not. It's like a flipped image. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. Yeah, it's not going to get any better because I don't think it's supposed to get much warmer. So you have to clean it off, you know, now or later. So may as well do it now. At least this looks like the sun is shining here, which is a good thing. So it is weird. It's a weird mirror, and it doesn't make me look any younger. You know, I wouldn't mind terribly. I haven't minded aging as much as I thought I would, but it could just make me look a little younger. It wouldn't hurt it. I'm sure that. Oh yeah, I'm sure that I could, you know, use to shave a couple years off, but whatever. Anyway, I wanted to talk about too. I mentioned in a video that I made the other day. Let me move that. We're going to get through this vehicle. We're going to get through this video without me breaking anything. I'm hopeful. See, I can't fix my hair because I'm not used to this mirror thing. I guess hairspray would have been a good idea this morning. But I bought these slides the other day, and I wanted to talk a little bit about what to look for. Good morning, Diane. Long time. Thank you for being here. So I bought these slides. This one is a Kodachrome from 1966, and it looks like, I can't really tell. It kind of looks like bumper cars on water, so I'm pretty sure that's not what it is. But anyway, this is from December of 1966, and it's basically a vacation picture, I think, is what it looks like. And I bought like 2,000 of these last week, and they're not so, I have bought them before and I have sold some before. I've never bought this amount, but I wanted to talk about some of the ones you might want to look for if you are thinking of buying slides. So first and foremost, let me just say that you can buy these that are uninteresting, that are kind of, you know, family vacations at, you know, the campground and, you know, get-togethers and that sort of thing, or just landscapes. And you can put those into crafters lots of 300, 500, 1,000, whatever you want to do. And I think right now a lot of about 500 is selling in the $50 range. But there are some particular ones that you may want to pull out and sell in smaller lots. And I doubt that any of the ones that I have will be those items. You know, they're going to be that, but thought I'd bring them up anyway. So one of the hottest slides to buy right now are Hong Kong street scenes from like 50s, 60s. it's just that they're very desirable. People want those. So if you come across some of those would be good slides to buy. A couple of hundred of those can get you hundreds of dollars. So, and those can even sell individually or in really small lots. Another one is Japan, particularly like Hiroshima, or Hiroshima, depending on how you pronounce it. That would be another good one. Vintage Disneyland, also another good topic or good subject matter for slides. And then any of the transportation type, like trains, planes, and automobiles. Those are always desirable. There are collectors of those for postcards, for photographs, and in slides. Movies too. If you find home movies that have planes, trains, or automobiles in them. And when I'm saying automobiles, I'm meaning very vintage, all of them, very vintage. You wouldn't want just, a 20-minute film with one car driving by. But if you had a lot of, automobiles, or a race or something like that, that could be a good film. But I know that a friend of mine has had some good results with like photographs that have like a vintage car, 50s, 40s, and sitting at a gas station. Those are good to have. Good morning, Amelia. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. Another one that you wouldn't think would be that desirable as far as slides go are vintage Christmas slides. And particularly, these are shots of the Christmas tree. And those should have like specific toys underneath them. So a shot, a 1945 shot of a Christmas tree with a Schwinn bike. I don't even know if they made Schwinn in 1945, so don't quote me on that, but you get what I mean. With like a very specific item underneath it. A vintage toy that is very desirable. Those can be worth some money too. Another topic that you wouldn't think would be dogs. Slides with dogs in them. People love dogs, and particularly if you're able to identify the breed, those can be valuable as well. So I'm not going to bore you anymore with slides, but that's kind of what I was hoping for when I bought these 2,000. Most of these are vacation photos. I think there are going to be a few that have some value I found a couple that had old cars in them. I also found some that look like Civil War reenactment. And there is a guide in this. Let me see if I can show it to you. There is a guide that's included that says that there are some slides from Gettysburg. So maybe that's what these are. But there is this thing that the owner would fill out to say which slides are there, which slides are where, so they can kind of keep up with it. So there are corresponding numbers on the tray that go with the numbers that are on the blocks, and that way you can find them easily. This one says Brooklyn BAT. I don't know what BAT is short for. Battery Gardens. I'm interested to go through those, but like I said, most of these are going to be lotted, and they will be sold for craft lots. And then I probably will sell the boxes, the 10 boxes for differently. Can't even talk. Separately is what I mean. So, yeah, that's why I bought all of these slides. I'm hoping that there will be some gems in there. And otherwise, I've got 4 lots of 500 that will net me probably around $150 to $175. So I just have to go through them all and look at them all and then lot them up. and that can be a little time consuming. I don't think I've got my viewer anymore. I had this little slide viewer that you put batteries in, and it's got a magnifying glass in the front and a light in the back. You slip the slide in and you can look in it, kind of like a mono viewfinder kind of situation, Viewmaster. But I don't think I have it anymore, so I'm going to have to see if I can find one. I see them every once in a while at thrift stores here, or I may just order one on eBay. They're not expensive. So anyway, yeah. So what's going on in your world? I have not been live in a long time, which I've mentioned before. So I feel like I'm so out of touch with everybody. I talked to Dee on her show a couple of weeks ago. She was generous enough to have me live on her show. So, and Dee has a daily accountability stream Monday through Friday. So if you're not subscribed to her channel, I would go and do that. It's good to have that motivation every day. Her channel is Flipping Particles, and I'm sure she would love to have you there. It's a huge community. She gets lots of viewers, and it's very interactive, and I really like that about her live streams. So yeah, that's about all I've got going on. I know this has been very short, but it was just as much about me getting my feet wet and dealing with the anxiety of doing this, and learning how to do this, the StreamYard, which initially I heard about from Amelia, and she's encouraged me to do this. And she does a live show too on Wednesdays, typically, called What the Heck. Her channel is Amelia Sales, and she is one of those entertaining down-home people that I enjoy to watch as well. Let's see. Amelia says she's fighting off a cold for the last couple of days, so I haven't been listening a lot. Well, I wish I could say that was my excuse, but I just haven't been listening a lot because I've got other things to do. So hopefully we'll get some things listed this weekend, and I hope you feel better. It's crap because I know you're right in the middle of the Midwest, and it's kind of sucky right now in the Midwest. It's cold, and no fun at all. So hopefully it gets better for you. So anyway, I am going to sign off. I know this has been very short, but I don't want to keep anybody and just bore them with my blather, because you know how I get. But I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Thank you so much. Just remember that the dream works when you do. So keep dreaming, keep working. I'll see you guys the next time. Bye.